Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now, it is a bit late for my Saturday tips. It is currently Friday night and I am sorry, this will never happen again for the Victoria races, and it's a bit late. So that's why we're doing it right now. Let's get straight on with the preview. Race 1 is a benchmark 70 over the 1100 metres. The Gauch is a $2.25 favourite, ahead of Tantat Harmony, who's won 3 in a row at $6, $7 for the Classy Rock Profit. And those are the main horses in the market. We're taking a look at a replay of the Gauch. Now, this was its replay 2 runs back when it won by 2 lengths at Bendigo in the same class and distance as what it runs on Saturday. From a good gate on this occasion, got a gun run and got all the favours. Now from gate 2 on the weekend, should probably get all the favours again. Maybe preferred to draw a touch wider out, but it's got a good gate and it's a class horse, and I can see why it's $2.25. There's another replay we're going to look at, and this is a horse that is first up, and his name's Hidden Legend. Now this jump out rated pretty well compared to all the other jump outs on the morning. Hidden Legend usually goes well first up and is a pretty good horse. Now, it didn't face a lot in this jump out. There's not a lot of classy horses in this jump out, but it goes to the line pretty well. And I think it's come back pretty good, Hidden Legend. John Sadler usually gets them right first up, and I think they should be going well. So the Gauch goes on top ahead of Hidden Legend. Both win. They should be going well. You won't be losing if the Gauch wins. Rock Profit's a class animal and can win. Tantat Harmony's won 3 on the trot. It could win as well. Race 2 is a benchmark 78 over the 2600 metres. Reflect the Stars is at $5.50 out of Blandford Lad at $6.50. Wentwood is at $7.50, $11 for Yulong Rising, Jack Regan, Vivid Red Sky, and Brilliant Venture. The favourite is Wahine Toa at $3.90. The first replay we're having to look at is a replay on Cup Day of Jack Regan and Yulong Rising. This was a race won by Sin to Win. Now, Yulong Rising, you might say it ran poor, but it pulled up lame, so this is not a good guide into how it'll go. Jack Regan was okay. Just average for Jack Regan. I don't see it figuring the finish on Saturday, but Yulong Rising definitely can. And I think it's a touch over the odds just because of this run. And the second replay we're having to look at is this one at the Valley on Friday night. Now, I like Wahine Toa out of this race and on the weekend. I just think that this was a sit and sprint, and it's not suited to that. It's more suited to rolling, and keep rolling to the finish. Just like in that, I can't remember what the race is called, but it was won by Sacramento and St. Eustace was in it. That came really close. But Wahine Toa, it just looks like the right race shape for it. Gate 5, Craig Williams is a big chance, but Yulong Rising at the price is a good price as well. Reflect the Stars, Gate 13 is a touch awkward, but has won some good races, and maybe Jack Regan, but it's wide open. Race 3 is the Vobis Gold Eureka Stockade over the 1400 metres. Is a $1.45 favourite. His name is Shelby Cobra. And outside of that, Bo Rossack from Adelaide's at $6, $6.50 for Sirileo Miss, $10 for Super Yulong. But this is the main lead-up race. It was a race on Emirates Stakes Day with Shelby Cobra and Rock the Ring. Shelby Cobra was very impressive on this occasion at Flemington. Showed what it was worth on a good track. It deserved this win, definitely. I actually think Rock the Ring can run a bit of a race on Saturday. But Shelby Cobra was very, very, very good. It's had 3 runs in this preparation. Maybe it's come to the end of its preparation. I think the $1.45 is a bit short. Rock the Ring. Craig Williams goes on. Gate 6 is a perfect gate. Gets the blinkers on for the first time. Fitter is only third up. I think at $23 it's over the odds. Sirileo Miss's main win was really good and it can definitely win. Race 4 is the 2-year-old Magic Millions Clockwise Classic over the 1,000 metres. The only Victorian race to be run clockwise. Ranveer is a $3.20 favourite ahead of Jayanthi and Butter Blonde at $5.50. Those are the main horses in the market. The first jump out we're having a look at is Jayanthi, Mystery Eclipse, Briggs and Camporeale. I was very taken by the jump out of Jayanthi. Definitely missed the start. But you can see the way it powers through the line. You can see it just gets held up and held up, and it's still held up, and then when it gets out, it's the blue one, by the way, it just accelerates. Look at it go, bang. If it had jumped in the gates, it would have won this by a long way. Second jump out is Rambeau, Butter Blonde are the main two that I want to take out of this jump out. I was very taken by Rambeau's effort. Pulled away to win the jump out, a second quicker than all the other jump outs on the morning, which is very quick. And gate on the weekend is a touch awkward, but I think it can run well at a big price. And then the last jump out is the favourite Ranveer. Now I went to the front on this occasion and was under a hold the whole way and did it in pretty fast time as well. It's a class horse. Gate 2's the right gate. I think Ben Mellum is on, I believe. So I think they both have real chances. Not confident, but I think Jayanthi's the one to beat. If it jumps the gates, it'll definitely win. Ranveer's got all the favours. Rambeau at a big price could do well. And Camporeale in there for fourth is outside of that. Race 5 is a handicap over the 1200 metres. High Stranger's the favourite at $3.70, ahead of All Too Royal at $4.60, $5.50 for Excess Funds, $6 for Chicago Cub, and $6.50 for Travi, my friend. But the replay we're having a look at here is All Too Royal. Now, this was its first up run in the handicap over 1200 metres at Moonee Valley, won by Sansom. Now, the jockey pulled up after this and said it just didn't feel fit enough first up. That's why it ran so disappointing. Sansom's come out of this race and won since, so it's good form lines. Gate 5 should get a nice run, gets the 3 kilo claim for Michael Cartwright, and I think second up will be way fitter and should give them all something to chase. It's a class horse. Now, the second jump out replay we're having a look at is High Stranger. Now, this was its run first up in a benchmark 78. It looks like it's at Geelong. This win was very good with 61.5 kilos. It's never really proven itself at this sort of level of class of horses. I struggled to see what's the favourite, but this win was exceptional, and second up will be fitter. But All Too Royal goes on top for me. High Stranger can definitely win, that's why it's the favourite. Excess Funds, the gate's a bit sticky. Chicago Cub is not consistent, but if it's consistent on the weekend, it'll be going close. Race 6 is a benchmark 78 over the 1200 metres. Chassis at $8.50 with Sophia's Choice, $10 for Hint of Mint, $5 is the favourite Luna Corn, $10 for Merited, $12 for Score. Now, I didn't really like this race at all. I hated this race. That's why there's no replays. Don't take my word for this on tips. I have no confidence whatsoever. I just threw in random numbers because I didn't like it all. But Merited has good first up record and is good. Chassis will be running on. Lankan Star's a good horse, and so is Golden Halo. Race 7 is a benchmark 78 over the 1600 metres, and Right You Are's at $2.50 the favourite. Out of Think and Fly at $9.50, $11 for Kaplumpitch, $7 for Caffrey, $14 for De Niro, $15 for Ears the Barman. But the replay we're having a look at is Right You Are's replay. I think this was a benchmark 90 last week. Now, Mick Price said before the race it was not ready at all. It would run terrible, but it only lost by 0.3 lengths. Definitely take improvement out of this run, as Mick Price alluded to. So, from gate 4, Mark Zara knows his way around Ballarat very well. I think it is a very good chance. In fact, I'm going to call it's a moral on the weekend. If it gets beaten, I will chew a rock. Think and Fly in there for second could win. Influential Jack and Starcaster are roughies, but the strategy is a win on Right You Are. It is a moral. Race 8 is the listed Ballarat Cup over the 2,000 metres. Junipal and Afeta, remember, are equal $5.50 favourites, head of Kingswell Dream and Algalale at 11. Odeon's also at 11. Parody is at $9.17 for both WT and Irish Flame. But this is the replay of the Sandown Stakes last weekend. This was of Junipal, very stylish win. Kenya and Buffalo River were going along, I think, pretty quick. But Junipal got all the favours on this occasion. Now, I'm not sure it's a really firm track horse. I'm not confident with the Ballarat Cup at all, but this was a very stylish win, and if it handles the firm track on the weekend, I reckon it should nearly be winning. And the second race we're having a look at is the Matriarch Stakes of A Fair to Remember and Parody. Now, A Fair to Remember just got over the top of Parody. Parody's been very unlucky this preparation, but A Fair to Remember got over the top of it from a long way back. Fair to Remember has a very good chance of winning on the weekend. Parody's drawn slightly wide, and it probably can't even get a run because it's an emergency. But I'm not confident at all with this race. I've put Junipal on top of A Fair to Remember, but both equal. Pacodali could even win at a price, and Harlem with Craig Williams going on could even run well. So Junipal and A Fair to Remember are the main two. Race 9 is a Magic Millions Classic race for the 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds, and $2.20 is the favourite for the Astrologist, $4.60 for Whipcracker Way, $7.50 for Hawker Hurricane, $8 for Hard Landing Sisstar, the Sister of Sunlight at $9. But we're having a look at the Astrologist. I think this is the next best on the program on Saturday at Ballarat. Now, this was second up. I was surprised that its first up run hadn't taken a lot out of it, and I thought it wouldn't have handled the straight, but to run on like that and nearly beat Exhilarates, that's a pretty good effort. I think when it was $2.80 on Wednesday, that would have been a good price, but $2.20 is still pretty good, and the Astrologist should be winning. Sisstar can go from gate 1 forward and lead and kick and even win. Hawker Hurricane always goes well first up. Whipcracker Way can run well. Race 10 is a benchmark 84 over the 1400 metres. $4.20 is Yao Dash, $7 for Star Missile, $5.50 for Ocular, $8.50 up the top, and $7 Beehunter, $10 for the difference. But the race we're having a look at is the same race we just looked at a second ago with the Astrologist, but this time we're highlighting the Yao Dash. Now, this was a very, very good effort. This was, I think, first up. Yes, it was first up. First time down the straight in the wrong part of the track. Michael Walker sticks with it on the weekend at Ballarat. Gate 7 should push forward, and $4.20 looks a good price. Yao Dash ran 1.5 lengths behind Bivouac and the Golden Rose. It should be going well. Star Missile will be running on from the back if they overdo it up front. Beehunter from gate 2 should get a nice run. Walking Flying first up could even do something late.